Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to educate you on the hearing that occurs either after we have filed our emergency petition for writ of habeas corpus or after the facility has filed their petition for placement. And so typically we want to file a case. If the facility does not respond very quickly, and I mean at most 24 hours, typically 12, we're going to get this case set for a hearing. And at that hearing, the court is going to say to the facility, who is an agent of the state's mental health system, even if they're private, even if they're for profit, they are licensed as an agent of the state's mental health system. And the court, the judge, is going to say to them, okay, please explain to the court why you're holding this person. Apparently, according to Mr. Astor and his team, you're holding this person illegally. Would you please explain to the court why that happens to be the case? Now, if there's a voluntary admission agreement, right, please explain to the court why it is you did not obtain informed consent from this person before you had this person sign a document which basically deprived them of the rights to due process. You took away their liberty and you locked them up. Please explain to the court how that happened. Now, do we get a hearing in every case? No, I'm going to tell you that 90% of the time we do not get to a hearing, because what happens is that once the court sets this thing, the facility says, hold on a second, we're not going to court, we don't want to deal with Astor, we don't want to deal with his associates because we know what's going to happen, and we don't want to have to explain to a judge why we violated this person's statutory and constitutional rights. But here's the key, it's not so easy to get these things set. Now, having handled, I don't know, at this point, close to 700 of these cases, after almost 32 years of practice in both this arena and the criminal arena, I'm going to tell you our team's pretty good at sort of figuring out how to get cases set. Now look, at the end of the day, we're still at the whim of the judge. I don't get to call the judge and say, Your Honor, I'd like a hearing because, well, I'm Mark Astor. It doesn't work that way. But sometimes just finding out who the judge is can be challenging. What's the case number? I mean, all of these different things, especially if a placement petition has been filed, right? Remember I told you, I've said to you this in prior videos, this thing is confidential, right? The placement petition filing is confidential, it's secretive. And so just finding out what's the case number, who's the judge, where's the hearing taking place, when's the hearing taking place, is it in person, is it virtual, right? I mean, it can be challenging. And obviously, you know, one of the reasons that clients hire us is because, well, we understand how these cases work and we understand how to navigate the system. But if you're not going to hire a lawyer who's actually handled lots of these cases, or you're hiring a lawyer who just thinks it's okay to write a letter to the facility thinking the facility is going to capitulate, or you actually try to handle this thing yourself, my experience is that's going to be an exercise in futility. And so getting the thing set for a hearing is normally what unlocks the whole case. And if we have to go to a hearing, fine. I mean, I've tried over 200 jury trials. I got no problem handling a placement hearing or a hearing on a habeas petition. And everybody in the office is very experienced in the courtroom. But that's not the point. The point is getting this case set and moving it along as fast as it can be done. Because the longer this thing drags on, obviously, you know, the worse things can get. And so pushing the case is key and critical to getting your loved one out as fast as possible. And so I wanted to share that with you. Getting the hearing set is key. Knowing how to get it set, well, that's what your pen is for, right? And so I wanted to share that with you, educate you about the hearing, whether it's on the habeas petition or even the placement petition, right, that's filed by the facility. Got to get into court, get in front of the judge, make them prove their case. They don't like doing that stuff. Anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, post them. I read every comment that's posted, every question that's posted. I normally respond within a day because I'm interested to hear what you have to say and I want to provide you with the information you need. Anyway, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.